Hello, everybody. Billy, the one and only. I'm back. Yes, this is the gaming channel. I never wanted my gaming channel to be just one game, nor did I want it to be like a competitive game. I kind of wanted to have like a Corey, kind of like a Berlizzi kind of vibe to it. Just playing random games, mostly single player, sometimes multiplayer. I'm really just uploading any time of gaming content, and if I do happen to get niched into one of those, it is what it is. And if I rock with it, I rock with it. But I don't know if y'all saw recently. Stanley Parable came out with like an Ultra Deluxe edition. It's kind of like a DLC. It's not a second game. So since I had it, I thought I'd play the original. Just see some stuff because I've never played it. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Enough of that. That's another channel.
Company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
427.
Employee number 427's job was
I have seen some gameplay of the Ultra Deluxe edition, so I do know some things.
orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what
Also, don't mind the hair. I want to be comfortable with y'all, so sometimes I wear my hair like
this is
this
what employee
before I go to sleep.
427 did.
Okay, I'm gonna skip it because this is pretty old.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Isn't there like a thing where you can like? Okay. Oh. Right, and then you. Oh.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along.
I love this
He
game
praised
already.
the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be?
It
Why
is.
don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want. Like, right now. You could have done it just then.
Oh.
Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate.
Should we?
What seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how... There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly. But the truth must be...
Okay.
What Stanley liked most was buttons.
Right.
He pushed them like some kind of glutton.
That's what I do.
To function.
Oh my. Okay. Begin the game anew.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
Turn
decided
off
to go
all
to
the
meeting room.
computers.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Actually, I'll follow. Actually, no, I won't. Because yeah, we don't care about input received. Okay.
Stanley came to a set of two open doors. He entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all.
I think like clicking, because I know this thing has a lot of secret stuff, and it could be how long you wait or just random things. So I'm just clicking around, saying. And sorry if I'm not talking a lot, but
Yes, really,
the
it's
narrator
worth it being here in the room.
is just
The
so
room is
entertaining
so
by himself.
utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
Yeah,
Really worth it.
it was. Appreciate you, narrator.
But the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Interesting. Okay. Can't do that.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your
Is he
enemy
talking to
after
me?
all. I
Oh,
realize that investing in your trust, but in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I'm gonna try to follow what the narrator says a
All
little
of his
bit.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Or
Stanley
speed
decided to
running.
go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Count those, chat. I'm gonna call y'all chat for now. Do I have a thing
But
for
when
y'all?
Stanley came to a
Nope.
set of two open doors, he entered the door
Maybe
he left.
millennials. I don't know. No.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of
Targets.
disbelief,
Push the funding
Stanley
for
decided to go up to his boss's
RD.
office, hoping
Nope.
he might find an answer
Get
there.
Chris out of the broom closet. Wait. Get Chris out of the broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track. There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here. It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is,
But they
he
say
seems
get
to have just
Chris.
been standing
I'm
there doing sweet FA.
sweet FA.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing?
Well, I'm not doing nothing.
Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
I'm looking for things. Give me a sec, my boy. Cause Chris.
You realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
We sit. Cause Chris.
Maybe to you
We
this
do it
is
for Chris.
somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
Is there really a broom closet ending?
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
I wanted to. Chris.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because and you collapsed on the keyboard.
That's not right.
Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to
Exactly. Give me the broom closet ending. You already said something about it.
To be nearby. The person at this computer is dead.
So,
He or she
yeah,
has
I need
fallen
it.
prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability.
I can be very stubborn. I'll wait.
Please remove their corpse from the area
Mm.
and instruct another human to take their place at the computer.
Okay.
So that the irony and insightful
Y'all like sandwiches?
this game is not lost on them. All right. When you
Like,
come back,
sandwiches can be really good when, like, you toast it. You know?
Ah, second. You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll
Okay.
just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again. Coming to a staircase, Stanley
No!
walks to his boss's office.
Nah, we don't like the narrator. Cause you really just like did me dirty for no reason. Like that was crazy. There's a lot of these notes around. I don't know if they have any significance.
But Stanley just couldn't do it.
Nope.
He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
I mean, it's okay to be a little crazy. All of us are a little bit crazy. I'm a little crazy in my own ways.
And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other
Am I
observations.
walking in circles?
Why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? Too strange, this can't be real.
1-2-B-4.
He came to the conclusion.
Remember that. 1-2-B-4.
He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming! He yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what is that?
I'll write it down in my notepad.
Found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. He thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. He imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield. And it too appeared. It was so much fun. And Stanley marveled.
Whoa, wait a minute. Hold up.
How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest
Question of all.
entered Stanley's head.
When he was amazed he hadn't asked sooner.
Why is there a voice in my head
Dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking. Yo,
now the voice was
should I be a narrator?
being considered by Stanley.
B.
This was not a dream.
4.
How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself?
Thanks, Stanley.
So he closed
We're
his
dreaming.
eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He
Okay.
felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin.
Wake up,
The
guys.
press of the mattress on his
Wake
back.
up.
The fresh
Wake
air
up.
of the world outside this one.
Wake up.
He thought to himself. I'm
Excuse me,
through
chat.
with this
Sorry.
dream.
Wake up.
I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job.
Are y'all's eyes closed?
Let me continue pushing the buttons.
Close your eyes.
Please. It's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
Okay, wake up.
My life is normal.
Yes.
I am normal.
Mm-hmm.
Everything will be fine.
We're normal.
I am okay.
I'm okay.
Stanley began screaming.
Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I'm real. Oh, shh.
And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Mariella.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. So it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
We went crazy. But that's okay. We're not crazy. We know that.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Excuse me,
What could it
sorry.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, I want to try something.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was
We're gonna speed run a little bit.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go.
Wait, if I go in here, will he?
No, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to do anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Dang, why he gotta do me like that?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No, I almost had him too. We'll go upstairs. I can't go in the bathroom? Okay.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to enter the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Can I just not though? Yeah, I'll do it. Wait. Okay. Guess we push the big red scary button. Oh. No, no, up. Alright, we're going. It's okay. We got it. Did y'all know that they came back with the Mexican pizza from Taco Bell? I had never had one before personally, but you know, I tried one and it was actually pretty good. Yeah, I would get it again too. And I'm a very picky person, like extremely picky. But I would get it again.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. But of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
Light, please.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
No. If I knew that my mind was being controlled and free will wasn't a thing, that's kind of.
The monitors jumped to life. Their true nature revealed.
427.
Or the number of an employee in the building.
That's us, Scott, right there. That's.
The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Up and away.
This mind control facility,
It was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
That is a
Was
scary
this the only
thought.
reason he was happy with his boring
Do we
job?
really have
His
free will
emotions had been
in the world?
manipulated to accept it.
You know, like, do we really have free will? Are we really in control of what we think and feel? Or should all be being monitored by
He refused to believe it.
someone higher?
Couldn't accept it.
You
His
know,
own
think on
life
that.
in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Utterly blind to the world, yeah?
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in,
Oh, wait.
Stanley
1, 2, before?
decided that this machinery would
I wrote it down.
exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls
1,
once
2.
and for all.
Console disabled. No, that's 5. That's 3. Okay, we're gonna finish the story the proper way. And then I'm gonna come back for this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Big red button. Didn't work.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Okay, but the thing is, okay, let's really think about this, right? Okay, mind control, free will. If I turn this off, I'm doing what the narrator asked me to do, which isn't necessarily my free will, if you see what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I'm doing these movements, but he's telling me this is what I should do. If I turn it on, then I'll also still be being controlled. So really, there is no option. We're gonna turn it on.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Yes.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do.
Off,
You are
off.
supposed to let it go. Turn the controls off and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story.
Okay,
Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off.
Mere
What
moments.
precious moments each one of them is. More
Okay,
time
3, 5.
about me.
Okay.
Where we're going. What all this means.
Okay.
I barely know where to start.
1.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are?
Okay, 1.
A moment of solace before your
2.
All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you
Oh.
exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was
What?
merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go around will be even better.
That's not it.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, it's saying 2.
4 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds. Time doesn't grow on trees.
2.
Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? And look at you, running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room.
Yup.
Buttons, no, these colored buttons, or maybe this big red button, or this door.
He can chill,
Something
like.
will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Sold? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
Oh wait. 1, 2.
Just a
Just
spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge.
wait. 1.
It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this
1. What's going? I don't know what to do.
So you take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to strike. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending.
Hit the red button.
Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever after. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go.
Okay, I think that's where I'm gonna leave it for this episode. That was a pretty hectic end. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, but I think it's an end nevertheless. I will be back because I'm very curious. I might go look up some things. I don't know because I wanna know what those colored buttons do. I wanna know what the numbers buttons do, and I just want to get some different endings. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed this. And I like this kind of direction for the channel, if that makes sense. So yeah, this is where I'm gonna leave it. But I hope y'all enjoyed. I genuinely did. I will be back. So catch you in the next one. Hey, how you doing? This is YouTube. I do YouTube. Why don't you drop a like and subscribe? You know, maybe comment while you're at it. Thanks.